the daughter of the female secretary, and the daughter of the deputy governor's daughter. The matchmaker is not on the same level. Speaking of the two daughters of Huawei's CEO Ren Zhengfei, netizens have always favored the elegant eldest princess Meng Wanzhou. She mocked the lively and youthful little princess Joanna, laughing at her for being a super-rich second generation, not contributing to the family business, and even went to the entertainment industry to grab food. In fact, in the endless comparison of these two sisters, the head of the debate refers only to their mother. Who is more excellent? Whose education is more successful? Especially Meng Wanzhou's mother, Meng Jun, is known as a woman with great wisdom. Indeed, Ren Zhengfei broke up with his ex-wife Meng Jun for many years, but he has publicly thanked his ex-wife for her support and assistance many times, saying earnestly that she is the noblest person in his life. What kind of woman is Meng Jun? What did she do to make Huawei's father, Ren Zhengfei, respect her as a noble person? In the 1970s, the campus goddess Meng Jun and the eccentric student Ren Zhengfei fell in love. Many years later, Ren Zhengfei, who has become a big shot in the business world, recalls this love, still being adored. She is a white swan in the sky. I am a little toad on the ground. I really don't understand why she likes me. Although Ren Zhengfei was also a promising young man at that time, but she has the conditions of Meng Jun. Even to the present, she is also very excellent. Meng Jun's mother is from a famous family. Her father is a dangerous soldier in the war. Later in the war, he became the deputy governor of Sichuan province. His parents have a strict discipline for their only daughter, and they love her very much. Especially his father. He hopes that his daughter will be as independent as a female soldier in her life, and be a rose in a pit. So he changed his name for her. Meng Fengming became Meng Jun. Meng Jun herself is also outstanding. She has been smart since childhood, hard-working, and has a good academic performance. Her family background is good, but she is not very domineering. She has no playfulness of a high-ranking person's daughter. After going to college, Meng Jun is getting more and more generous. Her grades are outstanding, and her personality is cheerful. She is once a goddess that young students admire. However, Meng Jun, who is loved by thousands of people, did not get dizzy by the pursuit of sugar-coated bullets. She has been keeping a clear head since childhood, has sharp and unique eyes, and is very similar to Ren Zhengfei. At that time, Ren Zhengfei was in his early 20s and had just graduated from Chongqing Architectural College. He came from a remote mountain village in Guizhou. His parents are all teachers, but his little income is far from enough to support his family of 9. His 7 children have hardly ever had enough to eat, and their children have reached the age of reading. His family has eaten a lot. Ren Zhengfei, as the eldest son, knows how to care for his parents and take care of his younger siblings since childhood, and knows how to change fate. Even if he is hungry, he has never dropped out of school. The old man finally pointed out that he was a college student. His mother saved several meals and made him 2 new clothes. She found a new quilted quilt with a broken head and asked the neighbors' abandoned corn kernels. After washing it clean, grind it into flour, spread a few pancakes, carry a luxurious luggage, and carry the expectations of the family. Ren Zhengfei is eager to study. At that time, many people felt that their future was promising when they entered college and began to live a good life. But Ren Zhengfei is different. He is eager to learn. In just 2 years, he finished digital technology, automated control, and electronic computers. He also took advantage of his spare time to learn 3 foreign languages. He is also very good at high school, He is so serious that he has become a crazy student that his classmates are jealous of. When he graduated, Ren Zhengfei was assigned to the Mechanical Engineering Corps. It was a perfect career, but the girls all thought he was boring and no one liked him. Seeing that the young man had no hope of getting married, someone warmly introduced him to an object. This object is Meng Jun, a tall lady. After a few meetings, they fell in love with each other. When Meng Jun showed that she was married, they fell in love with each other. Ren Zhengfei was overjoyed, but he was also disappointed. After all, their gap was not even half a heart. Why did Miss Meng fall in love with Lan Xin? He saw through Ren Zhengfei's thoughts and worries. When she came home, she told her parents, "Ren Zhengfei is a rare young man. Although he is only a mechanical engineer now, he is dedicated to his job. He is also quite knowledgeable about many subjects. He is well versed in knowledge. And whether he is a student or a soldier, he is very diligent." Meng's father, Han Shou, said that he believed in his daughter's taste. But the wedding was a few years later. On the other hand, Ren Zhengfei also expressed his feelings to his family. Meng Jun was born in a high-ranking family. She can't find a good man, but she is willing to follow him. She believes he is sincere to me. In the future, although Meng Jun and Ren Zhengfei are still separated by military camps, this does not affect their deep love. The two parents are also moved by the true love of a young couple. In 1969, Meng Jun and Ren Zhengfei got married. 3 years later, their eldest daughter, Ren Wanzhou, was born. Due to the many and scattered tasks in the army, Ren Zhengfei often went to the south and the north. He went out for 10 days, a few months, or half a year. Meng Jun worked and waited for her husband to come home. But the yearning is unquenchable. Her yearning for the military camp is also more passionate. When her daughter was 2 years old, Meng Jun joined the army. In 1976, they had their youngest son, Ren Ping, again. At this time, Ren Zhengfei was in his infancy. It was the first peak of his life. Thanks to the excellent telecommunications technology, he was transferred to the communications company, engaged in the maintenance of communication equipment and the development of the electronic system. During this time, his many technical inventions, or army medals, both filled the country's blank. He was also promoted to technical deputy and cadre. In 1978, Ren Zhengfei, as the youngest representative, attended the National Science Conference. Later, he was promoted to the deputy director of a research institute. Meng Jun was proud of her husband's contribution. But the two young children were busy with their parents. They could only live in their grandparents' house. This made her very sad. So Meng Jun chose to transfer to Shenzhen Nanhai Oil Group. When the work was stable, she took a pair of children with her. She started a new busy life with 1 child and 1 career. In less than a few years, Meng Jun became a senior executive. She educated both children to be obedient and independent, and to have excellent academic performance. She maintained a good relationship with her husband, who was separated from her. They had a deep relationship for more than 10 years. Unfortunately, all this was not good. Cracks began to appear quietly. In 1983, Ren Zhengfei transferred to the Nanhai Oil Group where his wife was. But Meng Jun was the boss. She was promoted from a deputy to a young man in the company. A deputy manager who had nothing to do with the pain of raising children. In the year of disaster, her work was not successful. Many people dream of a simple life. For Ren Zhengfei, who could not afford it, it was a torture and a waste of life. In less than 2 years, Ren Zhengfei decided to try the water on the TV business. He had no experience in doing business for the first time. He could only carefully monitor every link. Unexpectedly, he still made a big fire. More like Ren Zhengfei, she never thought about how evil the people in the business world were. He wanted to buy and sell and trust each other. According to the contract, the other party would also pay the goods in time. But who knew that the other party never handed over the money? When he called, they refused. Later, they simply did not answer the phone. Ren Zhengfei reacted and was deceived. He panicked at that time. It was 2 million yuan. At that time, the per capita salary was less than 100 yuan. This money is undoubtedly an astronomical figure. When the news came out, the group was shocked. They soon decided to blame Ren Zhengfei to the end. The husband made a big hole, which made Meng Jun anxious and angry. In the first 10 years of marriage, she humiliated Ren Zhengfei loudly for the first time. How could you send the goods without receiving the money? He blamed himself silently, in order to learn all the legal books, in order to try his best to make up for it. More than a year later, 42-year-old Ren Zhengfei was in a bad situation. It was difficult to make ends meet at home. There was constant quarrel at home. When his parents-in-law heard that he was in trouble, they rushed over at once. They also pulled a few grandchildren to help their children. They wanted to go through this disaster with him. The small family of more than 10 square meters had so many people. It became crowded in an instant. They had to meet on the balcony to cook. The neighbors' words were heard clearly. There was no privacy, but the contradictions increased day by day. Meng Jun hoped that his mother-in-law and children would return to their hometown in Guizhou first. He waited until the matter was over. But Ren Zhengfei was not happy. At this moment, there were already 2 people who were in a bad mood. It was even more noisy. At the end of 1985, Ren Zhengfei tried his best to recover most of his debts, but the group still refused all his requests to make amends and expelled him. As one of the senior leaders, Meng Jun struggled with his family in the business world and chose to be honest and selfless. Ren Zhengfei understood his difficulties, but some of the contradictions that arose from this could no longer be adjusted. 2 million became the key to the end of the marriage. But the deepening was actually caused by the huge difference between the 2 people. At first, everything could be given up for love. But after a real fight, the 2 people who once loved each other found out that in many aspects, they had never accommodated each other. For example, they were both bad-tempered and bad-tempered. The same problem arose. If you don't let me go, we'll fight. When they calmed down, the damage had been done. Anger had already burned all the deep feelings of the past. It used to be love. It's true. Now that love is gone, it's also true. At this point, Meng Jun only felt pain and exhaustion. But this should not be dragged down with mud. In 1987, Meng Jun and Ren Zhengfei divorced. In 2018, their love story came to an end. After the divorce, Meng Jun retired from the second line. She was single for a long time, and it's not that she didn't look for a husband. But those people seemed to have ulterior motives, and they were heartless. She thought, forget it. It's good to live alone. Until Ren Zhengfei suddenly told her that he wanted to start a business. At that time, he was already 43 years old. How difficult it was from the beginning. Meng Jun smiled. This is the Ren Zhengfei she was familiar with. She just wanted him to have a few more eyes. Don't be fooled again. Let go and do it. I'll take care of the kids." Ren Zhengfei thanked her on the phone. Meng Jun suddenly felt like a friend. It's not as easy as it used to be. In fact, even without children, he and Ren Zhengfei are still relatives and friends. Later, Meng Jun heard that Ren Zhengfei had collected more than 20,000 yuan. He and several ex-colleagues partnered to open a leather bag company named Huawei. The office is in a dilapidated building. They don't have fixed products. Just make money and sell it. Make some money. Meng Jun often introduced customers to Ren Zhengfei. Try to help him expand his network. Sometimes I can't make money. I'll pay for it. In 1988, Ren Zhengfei took over Hongnian, a Hong Kong-based company. He made a lot of money by making phone calls and controlling the exchange machine. He solved the urgent problem of Huawei's collapse. Wenshun Meng Jun was very happy for him. I didn't expect him to say, "We plan to develop our own exchange machine. Otherwise, we can only be at the bottom of the entire industry chain forever." It sounds crazy. But Meng Jun knew. This is the blood in Ren Zhengfei's bones. Just like he learned from many schools when he was young. He never gave up doing research in the army. This man is destined to move heaven and earth. In addition to teaching good children, to avoid the worries of Ren Zhengfei's future, Meng Jun will also pass on the operating methods and management experience accumulated in the South China Sea to him. Support and help him through the most difficult initial phase. At the end of 1991, the first exchange machine was successfully developed. Huawei is alive. Ren Zhengfei is in tears. Overjoyed. A girl named Yao Ling was often mentioned by him. At the beginning of Huawei's establishment, Yao Ling, a college graduate, took office. She is diligent in his work and never abandons the company. She is deeply trusted by Ren Zhengfei to promote her as a secretary. Hearing this, Meng Jun smiled. Encourage Ren Zhengfei to pursue love bravely. 3 years later, Ren Zhengfei and Yao Ling decided to get married. But due to the issue of the woman's household registration, Ren Zhengfei asked Meng Jun for help. Meng Jun quickly asked a friend to solve it. Later, it was Meng Jun who found the relationship. The little daughter, Yao Anna, Meng Wanzhou's half-younger sister, was able to get married. Meng Jun wished Ren Zhengfei a happy marriage. The relationship with Yao Ling is also very harmonious. This magnanimity makes Ren Zhengfei admire her very much. She has always remembered that Ren Zhengfei has a strong spirit. He does research and development not only to make money, but also to change the world. But this road is lonely. In 1992, 20-year-old Ren Wanzhou, who is eldest daughter of Meng Jun and Ren Zhengfei, joined Huawei. Do front desk, print materials. She has done a lot of messy work, but she never complained. At this time, the distance between her and her mother has been 5 years. When her parents divorced, she had a grudge against her father. And because she missed her mother, she changed her name to Meng Wanzhou. Her father was busy with his business. He had no time to take care of her and his younger brother. It's rare to get together, and she always urged her. Be stronger, be stronger. She was afraid that her father was strange and annoying. Fortunately, Meng Jun always helped her. Let her not be stubborn. Huawei was originally just a demon hunter. But under the guidance of his mother, Meng Wanzhou gradually understood the difficulties of his father. She decided to stay and help her father in her own way. Meng Wanzhou is as excellent and stubborn as her mother Meng Jun. She doesn't fight for her father. She just wants to rely on his own ability. All the way from a little sister to a senior manager and CFO. Prove to your father that you can do it. In December 2018, Meng Wanzhou, who had been promoted to vice chairman of Huawei, was illegally detained in Canada. Ren Zhengfei was anxious. Faced with his daughter's fear, he could only pretend to be calm and comfort her. At that time, Meng Jun had flown to Vancouver. In the more than 1,000 days and nights Meng Wanzhou was detained, Meng Jun was always by his daughter's side. She even encouraged her to study for a doctorate. Every time Ren Zhengfei called, his daughter always told him that she was very busy. Study and draw every day, prepare for the exam. The days were very fulfilling. The relationship between father and daughter was much more peaceful. His daughter's good attitude also made him feel a lot more at ease. His gratitude for Meng Jun gradually increased by a few points. On September 25, 2021, Meng Wanzhou finally returned to his motherland. Over the years, she has heard Ren Zhengfei thank his ex-wife over and over again, but he has never seen her show her face. Over the years, Meng Jun has never seen Ren Zhengfei or Meng Wanzhou's enthusiasm. There are only a few photos on the internet. Everyone can only smile and raise their hands from Meng Wanzhou, the eldest princess, and see a little shadow of her mother. Meng Jun was originally so humble and low-key. It's because she always knew what she wanted. When in love, she was vigorous, even if she had nothing. When not in love, she was clean, even if she had a lot of wealth. Meng Jun was like her name, like a rose in a garden, not concerned about any external things,